But what you have to realize is everybody in this room is a brand. You really are. You have to protect that brand. It's who you are. It is the beacon of wealth. Your brand represents everything. It represents punctuality. It represents if you pay people back on time. Here's a perfect example of brand. Does anybody in this room have a friend they never lend money to? If you don't, you're probably that friend that nobody lends money to. Just like, let's just be clear about that. But why don't you lend money to that person? You don't because you lent them money once and they never paid you back. And you never forget. It's not like you defriend them, but you never trust them ever again. And you can never, ever, ever break out of that brand. Like once you're branded that you don't pay people back, you're just that person. You're that person in the group. And the worst part of it is people start spreading the word on your brand. So you'll be hanging out with your friends and you're like, hey, can I borrow $10? No, don't lend them money. Don't lend them money. Because they don't like that. People can't wait to spread the word on a bad brand. Protect that brand. That is who you are. Brand represents everything, what you post on social media. If you're going out and partying and having fun, absolutely do it. We've all done it. But don't post pictures of it. Are you nuts? Like, why would you ever do that? Listen, man, we party. Like, we party hard, right? I've done it for years. I love it. But you'll never see me on social media posting pictures. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, I wouldn't do that, right? Because I'm going to protect my brand. This is my brand. I'm going to protect it. Your brand represents everything: reputation, positive, negative, track record, trustworthy, confidence, strength. Your brand can also say, man, that person's lazy, negative, dishonest, low self-esteem, weakness. That's brand. That's what brand represents. Take a look at some of the top brands in the world. Look at how much money that they spend building brands. Look at Apple. Apple spends $1.8 billion a year in advertising. Coca-Cola, $4 billion to build a brand. Starbucks, that's a brand. People walking with 49-ounce jugs of coffee with this big logo. We're proud. Well, you want to make sure that people have the same brand, confidence in you, but you have to protect it. I love this quote. They say, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, you're forgotten. Do you know how many good people I've seen where punctuality has lost them a job and they're good all the time? It's crazy. What you have to realize, imagine me as a speaker. We're like, that guy Kev, he's a pretty good speaker, but you know what? He's always late. My customers are waiting. I got to go somewhere else. Even though he's a good speaker, I can't rely on him. So guess what? That money in their pocket's going to go to somebody else. Do you see how punctuality has a direct reflection on the wealth that you build? Absolutely. You always have to, early is on time, right? On time. If you're on time, you're late. You really are. And if you're late, you're forgotten. Our event this morning started at 9:30. We were here at 7:45. The reason why we're here is because we have to be on time for our audience. They deserve that. And so we protect our brand. You need to protect your brand as well. That is the beacon to building wealth. That is the foundation of everything. Okay?
Your reputation is always built on who you are and what you are, and it's 24/7.
Your reputation is like your business card. You carry it wherever you go. It is extremely important for people to build a reputation that they're proud of and work hard to maintain that reputation.
Well, it's funny because when we hire people, we hire for character, not necessarily skill. I always say that as an organization, I want to invest in people that believe in what we do. And we can teach them a lot of skills. Sure, they got to have some skills, but I'm all about attitude. I'm all about character.
All it takes is one image or one social media post or one behavior that has a negative effect on your brand. And so 20 years to build something can be ruined overnight.
Industry circles are small. Word travels very fast. So don't burn bridges. Don't do something half-assed because you think the job is not worthwhile. Once you lose that trust with your community, with your followers, it's very, very hard to build that reputation back.
Here's the problem. It takes 20 years to build a good brand. It takes 20 seconds to lose one. You can do everything right for 20 years. You get caught in one lie. How many athletes, how many actors are in the news? They did everything right forever, and then one picture went out, one rumor went out, one story went out, and ruined the reputation forever. So you got to protect that brand, because once your brand is tarnished, man, it is tough to build it back. It really is. It's like that friend that doesn't pay you back that money. You'll remember for years. You never forget. You just don't.